Hello, welcome to the Kitchen Spy. My name is Kate, and this is the video that a few of you have said that you did want to see, which was inside my cupboards. Can't believe I'm saying that. Anyway, I guess this is just about the fact that all of us have got a lot going on at the moment. We can't all get the things that we want, but I just thought it would be interesting to see the kind of things that we'd got in our cupboards and to open up a discussion about it. So this is a kind of warts and all view. There are some things in here I probably would have taken out if I'd looked at it in the first place, but I just did it straight filming, so there we go. Anyway, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're going to be bored looking at herbs and spices, then I suggest you look away now. So I'm going to do the spice cupboard first of all, and then I'll move on to the other cupboards on some different videos if people want me to do that. Okay, so let's have a look inside the cupboard. So yeah, this is my view of the cupboards. I'm quite small. I'm only 5'2", so getting into the cupboards can be a bit difficult. So I have to use like a little stool to get to the top shelves. So this is my spice cupboard. It's right next to the cooker, and all of my spices and herbs and things are in here. So I just thought we'd start off by having a look at this. Okay, so here I am walking towards and stepping up onto my little stool to get the things from the top shelf. So there's no particular order to any of this, and actually going through it I realise I've got a bit of a hoarding mentality even before a pandemic. So anyway, there you go. I promise I haven't bought these just for that. So here are beef stock pots. I've always used Knorr stock cubes because they're gluten free, but I've started to use the beef stock pots as well, and chicken ones, but here's some chicken stock cubes as well. Then a great big old pack of black pepper. We use a lot of black pepper. Some mild curry powder. That's probably in the top bit because I don't use mild curry powder very often. This is Ras El Hanout, and it's a really nice spice from Morocco, a kind of combination of spices. I use it in tagines and things. And then some garlic salt and some sumac, and again this I use in tagines or vegetarian things. Some more curry powder. Oh, I could see that's nearly empty, so I'm going to put that down on the bottom shelf and try and use that up. And then this is some random beef stock cube. I'm literally showing you everything, so if you want to leave, I understand. That's vanilla extract and shouldn't be in that cupboard, so I'm putting it to one side so it can go where it should be. And here's some honey. It looks a bit ropey, but I know that honey, if it is like this, you can put the pack in a warm water bath and then the honey just comes back to normal. So this is actually out of date. It's best before 2019 July, but I'll still use that because it's best before and it's not going to hurt us. Some cloves and some lemongrass stalks. I don't actually like the dried lemongrass stalks, so I might throw those away. But anyway, so that was basket number 1, and now on to basket number 2. So here we've got some natural rock salt, which I use in the obviously in the grinders, and then some red wine stock cubes, an open pack, and some red wine stock cubes, an unopened pack. I use these quite a lot. They're really, really useful if you don't want to use alcohol in your food, but you want to get that kind of wine flavour. So I keep those in. They also do a garlic and thyme stock pot here from Tesco. And also some white wine stock pots as well. Here's one upside down and now the right way around. So I use those quite a lot. This was a Moroccan spice mix that I made myself. I hadn't got any Moroccan spice in, so I just looked up on the internet what spices I needed to put and popped it in there. And also here we've got some bay leaves. Some Tabasco, which as you can see is nearly finished, so I'm going to put that to one side and not put that back in. And then some star anise. These keep for ages, and I use this for my Chinese beef curry, which I'll label below. And then some cinnamon sticks and some kaffir lime leaves. I just can't get the fresh ones where we live. We live in a really rural area, so we don't get like nice delis and things. So some saffron and another random stock pot. So there you go, that's basket number 2. Then on the middle shelf in these 4 containers is where I keep things like herbs and spices, just general kind of herbs and spices. So I've got some garlic granules because I'm nearly out of those. I tend to use those in sauces because it's really easy. Thyme, oregano, just the usual stuff that everybody's probably got. Fennel seeds, they add a really lovely flavour to curries. And then got some rosemary here. That's again quite nice with lamb and things, and then some curry leaves, again just add a little bit of depth of flavour to curries and tagines and what have you. Some mint and some dill. I don't really like dried mint, it loses its flavour in my opinion, but at least it's there in the cupboard should I need it. And some sage, and then some more bay leaves. Oh dear, yeah, my stock control's not that good. Oh, and some more saffron. Again, stock control not that good. Actually, this exercise, whilst probably boring you all to tears, is very useful for me because I know what I'm not using. Then onto the second box. So I've got all of the herbs in one, and then the rest of it is spices, except for this mixed herb one, which wouldn't fit in the other box. So I've got nutmeg, whole nutmeg, which we grate as we need it. Hot chili powder, we use quite a lot of that, so I bought a big pack. Cayenne pepper, again use a lot of that because we like spicy stuff. Some ground allspice, that's good for chicken, and also some cardamom pods for curry, and Cajun seasoning, which I use quite a lot, especially when I'm doing a coating for potatoes. Then onto the third pot, and then I've got some garlic granules here. Again, as I said earlier, these are nearly finished actually, and that's why I've got that other one so legit. I needed 2 of those. Some garam masala for sprinkling onto curries or to put in at the end. Some turmeric, which is really nice in curries and also to make rice look pretty. Chinese 5-spice, and also some cinnamon, some ground cinnamon. A pot of cumin. Some mixed spice, which I use basically in baking, but you can put it with chicken, and then some medium curry powder and some flaked dried chilies. And finally this really weird pot of mixed herbs, which I think I got from our local shop because I hadn't got any others, in a really kind of strange portable container. And then onto the 4th pot. So we've got some smoked paprika here. I actually ran out of normal paprika last night when I was cooking, so that's why that's not there. I've got some Cajun spices, some cinnamon, some cumin seeds. Again, most of these are for curries and things. Some Thai 7-spice. I don't know why Chinese is 5-spice and Thai is 7-spice. If anyone knows that, let me know. And then some more cumin seeds, dear. Some ground ginger. I hope I'm not boring you all, but anyway, these are the things I've got. Then I've got some onion granules, and yeah, that's a shot of the last pot. Then onto the bottom shelf. This is where it could get interesting. Obviously my usual salt and pepper, and at the moment I'm using the Lidl salt and pepper ones. Some salt for cooking, and some vinegar, which we use on chips of course. There's some Bisto Best chicken gravy, which is really nice, and the same but with beef gravy. Then we've got some medium curry powder and some fry light. There's going to be quite a lot of fry light and things in here, I'm sure. A little pot of pepper where I've got a little bit left in, and some white pepper there. And some beef stock cubes. I really need to organise these cupboards, crikey. Some chicken Knorr stock cubes. These are gluten-free, that's why we use Knorr. And then some more chicken stock cubes. There's only one in there, I think that's why I've got the other packet. And then that's some sprinkles for cakes. That's in the wrong cupboard, so I'll move that. Some 50% ketchup, 50% less sugar ketchup, some gluten-free soy sauce. And then I saw this the other week in the middle aisles at Aldi, and I bought that. And some Worcestershire sauce, and then some oil. This is the oil, not the fry light, just spray oil. and then a pack of Tabasco, a bottle, obviously. Then I bought this the other day in a kind of, oh my God, what if I can't get any herbs? So I bought this from Aldi, and oh gosh, another another salt grinder, and another one, oh dear, soy sauce, again, another one, a jar of harissa, which again is good for flavouring things. Oh, yet another white pepper. Oh dear. Please reassure me that everyone has this same issue. Right, some cider vinegar, which I used for a recent cider vinegar recipe, so I'll link that below. Some vegetable stock cubes, some HP sauce. My husband and I have an argument about sauce all the time. He says it has to be ketchup, I say it has to be brown sauce with bacon. Some more Fry Light, but the olive oil variety. Yet another soy sauce. I'm starting to feel ashamed now. Oh my goodness. Some more black peppercorns, and a Heinz tomato ketchup. I'm going to throw that away because it looks almost empty. Some balsamic vinegar. This is actually a really nice one. It feels really thick, so that's good. Then a pepper grinder with no pepper. Some honey that hasn't gone weird, and some Japanese rice wine vinegar. Sorry, I couldn't see what that was then. I use that in Chinese food, and also some sesame oil, again, in Chinese food. Some more Fry Light. Now, I'm suspecting that these, because they're at the back of the cupboard, are out of date. Yeah, they are out of date quite considerably, so there's hardly any in. I'm sure they would be okay, to be fair. I'm not the kind of person that throws things out just because they've reached their best before date. I do take a value judgment on it. And then we've got some HP sauce. Okay, so there you go. There are my cupboards. Here's, to cheer us all up, here's some daffodils in our garden at the moment, and there's Jess having a bit of a roister around in the garden. The daffodils are so beautiful at the moment, and it's so sunny. You just wouldn't think what's going on in the world when you're here and the sky is blue and you can see these beautiful daffodils. Anyway, I hope you did like that quick look inside the spice cupboard. I know it's not exactly a food haul, but I just thought it was better because I've not got a food delivery coming until next week. But I think sometimes we just need something to distract us from all this awfulness that's going on in the world. So if you've got any comments, let me know. I hope I haven't kind of embarrassed myself by showing you what a mess my cupboards are in. If people have enjoyed this, then I'll carry on and do some other cupboards, but just let me know. I'll be entirely honest. I'll show you the rough as well as the smooth, and I think it's a good thing to see what other people have got in and use, and hopefully get some good ideas. If I've used any spices or whatever in recipes that I've done videos for, then I'll just link those down below. So if you are a subscriber already, thank you so much for watching and your subscription. It really means the world to me. If you are new and you feel like you might want to subscribe to my channel, which I can promise you is not always just looking in cupboards, then please consider subscribing and also clicking the notification button. And finally, just take care, stay safe, and I hope to see you on the next one. Thanks very much. Bye bye.